Hey everybody, this is Trainer Travis here with this week's Trainer Gainz. This is episode number 10. It's just crazy. So because it's 10, we're going to go ahead and do a Q&A today. So I looked at some of the questions that people have been asking me and I narrowed it down to 3. So it's giving a general overview of fat loss or weight loss, as well as weight training and meal planning, or breaking your boredom of food. So the first question that we have is, the viewer said, I have been working out but haven't seen the fat loss like I want to. What should I do? Now the question that I would have to ask is, the key thing is, are you eating the way that you're supposed to be eating? Because a lot of people feel like just working out day in, day out, that's going to be the only thing that help you lose the weight that you're looking for. But in all reality, it's all about, what do you do in the kitchen? Even if you're not in the kitchen, what do you do when you're outside at a restaurant or something like that? Like, are you putting the right foods in your body, or are you just eating anything and then expecting your exercise to counter everything that you have ate? So make sure that you're eating the right things. So making sure you're having a well-balanced meal. And then limit your salt, limit your sugar, limit pop. Pop has been one of the biggest things I've heard a lot of my clients that it's just hard for them to give up. Mountain Dew, Diet Coke, a Pepsi, anything like that. If that is one of the issues that you're dealing with, then you really have to try to phase yourself out of that. So the next question is, how can I overcome my plateau? I'm only benching 225 now, been there for a while. One of the things that I've learned when I've had that issue is, are you doing the same exercises? So is every Monday is a bench day and you do your typical flat bench, incline bench, you might throw in some flies. If that is all that you're doing, you have to change it up. You have to pretty much get your muscles to a point where they're like, I don't know what's happening. So once you get them to that point, then you start building or increasing your stamina, increasing your strength, and then you'll be able to jump past that 225. It's real easy. Just be creative with how you're doing your exercises. Don't just stick with the 3 sets of 8, 3 sets of 12. Like, if that's not working, if you're not feeling that massive pump or everything, then that's when you need to go ahead and do maybe 5 sets of 20 or 5 sets of 10, or just changing it up in general is what I'm trying to get you to do. Change it up just so you can get your muscles to the point where they don't know what's happening. They're telling you literally, this isn't normal for me. So that's what you really want to do. So everybody, we're at our 3rd question. This has been fun to just be able to answer some of the questions that our viewers have either emailed us, posted it on YouTube, or posted it in our messages on Facebook. So the last one is, I've tried meal prep, but I get bored easily with what I'm eating. Any suggestions on how I can make it fun? One of the things that I've learned is, be creative with your color variety of what you're putting. So if you go to a farmer's market, which is one of the things that I will really recommend, because you can get produce a lot cheaper than going to a store. So each time you go in there, you will pick out a different colored vegetable or potato, because there's a lot of different things out there, or peppers. You may get green peppers, red peppers, yellow peppers. So you're adding color to your food, and then just be creative with your seasoning. I always tell people Mrs. Dash is the best thing, because there isn't any sodium in there. So that is one of the things that will help you. And then before you know it, you're creating different meals that taste so different from the other one, and then now you're not as bored with your meal. So just really be creative. Go to a farmer's market, really look at different stuff, try something that you would never try before. If you don't like zucchini, you should just try it. Try to put it with something else. Add some onions to it. Figure out what seasoning work for it. But just be real creative with what you're doing. So guys, you know, I really enjoyed this. Continue to give me questions. We'll probably try to do questions how often you want it. That's how often we will bring it. Driver's pack ain't nothing major. Got 2 masters, no double major.